Okay, we have a PCA order. It's signed by the doctor. Morphine for post-fractured ribs. Okay, let's get introduce ourselves. Hi, my name's Trishan Chand. I'm a student nurse here at UWS. Can I get your name, please?
Mariam Adib,
And your date of birth?
1/7/169.
And do you have a band on you?
Yes.
Yep. And your MRN number is 171749496363. Do you have any allergies?
No.
You don't have any allergies, okay. Do you know why you came into hospital today?
Yes.
Why'd you come in?
Fractured ribs.
Okay. How long have you had the pain? Do you have pain?
Yes.
And where's the pain?
In my ribs.
Around here?
Yes.
Okay. And does it hurt?
Yes.
Out of 10 being 10 the worst pain you've had, what would you rate it?
8.
8? And how long have you had this pain for?
Since this morning.
And what type of pain is it? Is it a sharp pain? Is it a throbbing pain?
Sharp pain.
Okay. Well, so the doctor's written out a PCA order for morphine. Morphine helps with the pain management, and a PCA helps you control when you get the dose of medication. Before I start anything, I have to do a baseline of clinical observation check. That includes your respiratory rate, your heart rate, your blood pressure, your oxygen level, and your temperature. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll be back in a second. I'll just go grab the equipment, and it shouldn't be too long. If you need any assistance or anything, there's a bell right next to you. Just press the button. I'll be over as soon as I can. Thank you. So we need to confirm the order, validate the order. We have Mariam Adib, 7 of the 1st, 1969, 174963. She's laying in bed right now. She has no known allergies. We've checked her ID and it all matches. The doctor signed up a order for morphine, 50 milligrams and 50 mils. It's been signed but hasn't been given yet. It's an IV narcotic. We'll be putting it through a PCA. The concentration is 1 milligram in 1 mil. The number of syringes we'll be using are 3, but today we'll be using 1. The PCA dose is 1 milligram. The lockout interval is 5 minutes, and the basal infusion is 0 milligrams per hour, but the dose limit is 12 milligrams per hour. It's been signed by a doctor. We also have antiemetics, Maxilon, 10 milligrams through IV, as well as naloxone, 0.2 milligrams through IV. These are reversals and help with nausea and vomiting if the patient requests it. Do you agree?
Yes.
You agree? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're just looking at the MIMS for the morphine order. We have IV 50 milligrams of morphine, and it's a safe dose order. Morphine is an opioid analgesia treated for severe pain. The contradictions are asthma, arrhythmia, CNS, depression, delirium, and obstructive airway. Precautions are reduced blood volume, hypertension, and respiratory depression. Adverse effects are respiratory, circulatory depression, IG upset, hypertension, and constipation. Nursing considerations are to always monitor vital signs and assess for pain. Okay, so the morphine order is 50 milligrams and 50 mils. We've done our calculations, and it's 50 milligrams over 10 mils times 2 mils, which equals 10 mils of morphine altogether. Together with the 50 milligrams of morphine, and which equals 10 mils of morphine, we'll be adding 40 mils of normal saline vials to dilute the morphine into of normal saline. We'll just go to the S8 cupboard and collect the morphine and all the equipment. Okay, I'm just going to check the medication in the cupboard. Morphine, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 vials of morphine. Looking at the last order, the last balance says there is 5 morphine, so that's correct. We'll be using all 5 of these. Do you want to check?
Yeah.
Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires 2020. They're all the same. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires 2020. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires 2020. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020, and morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires. Okay, so the last balance shows there should be 5 ampoules left. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ampoules. Each ampoule has 10 milligrams of morphine in 2 mils. We'll be using all 5 of that, so there'll be 50 milligrams and 10 mils altogether. We have morphine 50 milligrams in 50 mils, and altogether we have 50 milligrams in 10 mils altogether here. So we'll be using 40 milliliters of normal saline to dilute it in. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to this. I mean, do this one, but I'll just discuss the PC and start with my
Okay, so I've signed the date and the time and the patient's name, as well as the amount we're going to be giving and the balance and the name of the describer. I'll be writing my name now, and I'll need to get your name and signature after. And you agree with everything?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so the stock is 0 because we're using all 5 vials. Okay, can I get my second RM, please?
Yep.
Going to do our first drug check. Okay, so we have Mary Madib. Her date of birth is 7 of the 1st, 1969. MRI number is 174963. She has no known allergies. We've checked her ID and allergy status, and it all matches up. She's coming for post-fractured ribs. The doctor has signed for morphine 50 milligrams and 50 mils through a PCA order. The concentration is 1 milligram in 1 mil. Number of cylinders we'll be using are 3. PCA dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. The basal infusion is 0 milligrams per hour. The hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams an hour, and the doctor has signed for it. It hasn't been given yet. We also have antiemetics, Maxilon 10 milligrams through IV, and naloxone 0.2 milligrams through IV. These are for nausea and vomiting and reversals if the patient requests it. Okay, so I have morphine 50 milligrams and 50 mils. It's been signed by the doctor. He also put down his name. It's been dated. It's for an IV narcotic and hasn't been given yet.
Yes, happy.
Yep, you agree? So this is the morphine. The morphine sulfate for injection is 10 milligrams in 2 mils. They expire in 2020. We also have another morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. And morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams in 2 mils equals 2020. So altogether, this equals 50 milligrams of morphine in 10 mils. With the 50 milligrams of morphine, which is 10 mils, we'll be using 40 milliliters of normal saline, which is compatible with the morphine, to make the 50-50 ratio, the 50-50 calculation. So we have normal saline. They expire in 2018, and it's 10 mils. Normal saline expires in 2018 and it's 10 mils. Normal saline expires 2018, 10 mils, and normal saline expires 2018 and it's 10 mils. These two combined will be 50 mils in will be 50 milligrams and 50 mils. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, I'll prepare my medication now. First, I'll prepare the normal saline. Okay, so I filled 40 mils of normal saline, and now I'll fill 50 milligrams, just 10 mils of morphine, and that will be 50 altogether. Okay, so I have 50 mils altogether.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Yep.
Okay. Gonna prime the line. That's good. You happy with the prime?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna fill out the sticker. Miriam did 174963. Date of birth is 7 first 69. Morphine, 50 milligrams, divided by 60 mils, equals 1 milligram per mil. The diluent is normal saline, 0.9%. Date of birth is 17 divided by May. The time is 11:25. Check that. Thank you. Okay. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, gonna do a second drug check. Okay, so we have Miriam Adib. Her date of birth is the 7th of the 1st, 1969. Her MRM number is 174963. She has no known allergies and she's come in here for a post-fractured ribs. We have a PCA narcotic analgesia chart. It's an order for morphine, 50 milligrams and 50 mils. It's been signed by the doctor. It's been dated for today, and it hasn't been given yet. It's a IV narcotic analgesia chart. So, it's a PCA order for morphine. The concentration is 1 milligram in 1 mil. The number of syringes will be using are 3. PCA dose is 1 milligram. Lockout interval is 5 minutes. Basal infusion is 0 milligrams an hour. The hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams, and it has the doctor's initials. Hasn't been signed or given yet. We also have antiemetics, Maxilon, 10 milligrams through IV. We have a naloxone, 0.2 milligrams through IV. That's for nausea, vomiting, and just a general reversal if the patient is feeling unwell and requests it. We have 5 vials. Each vial has 2 milliliters of morphine, which is 10 milligrams in each vial. We've used 5 vials, which is 10 mils and 50 milligrams altogether. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires in 2020. And morphine sulfate, 10 milligrams and 2 mils, expires in 2020. For the diluent, we use normal saline. We used 4 vials, which is 40 milliliters altogether. So each vial contains 10 milliliters of normal saline, which expires in 2018. 10 milliliters of normal saline expires in 2018. 10 milliliters of normal saline expires in 2018, and 10 milligrams so normal saline expires in 2018. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
And this is the syringe. Okay, can I get a second RN to do my second patient check?
Yep.
Yep. Hi, Miriam. Can I get your name, please?
Miriam Adib,
Yep. And your date of birth?
7/1/69.
Yep. And your MRN number is 171749496363. Do you have any allergies?
No.
And you don't have an allergy band. Okay. Alright, second RN. I'm gonna need. Okay, second RN. I need to do a third drug check. We have Mary Madib laying in bed. Her date of birth is 7 on the 1st, 1969. Her MRN number is 174963. She has no known allergies, and she's come in here today for post-fractured ribs. The doctor's written a morphine order through PCA. It's 50 milligrams in 50 mils. It's been signed, been dated, but hasn't been given yet. We also have antiemetics, Maxilon, 10 milligrams through IV, and naloxone, 0.2 milligrams through IV. These are reversals for nausea and vomiting if the patient requests it. The PCA order that's been written by the doctor is a concentration of 1 milligram in 1 mil. Number of syringes we'll be using are 3. The PCA dose is 1 milligram. The lockout interval is 5 minutes, and the basal infusion is 0 milligrams an hour. Our hourly dose limit is 12 milligrams per hour, and it's been signed by the doctor. Do you agree?
Yes.
It's also IV, narcotic, and analgesia chart. Okay. So we use 5 vials of morphine. In each vial, they have 10 milligrams of morphine in 2 mils. So we have morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires 2020. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. Morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires 2020. And morphine sulfate 10 milligrams in 2 mils, expires in 2020. With this, we have a diluent, normal saline. We use 4 vials of these. So we have normal saline 10 mils, expires in 2018. Normal saline 10 mils, expires in 2018. A normal saline 10 mils, expires in 2018. And normal saline 10 mils, expires in 2018. Together that equals 50 milligrams in 50 mils of morphine. This is the syringe that we've loaded the medication into, and it's 50 mils altogether.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll just prepare the PCA pump and give the education to the patient.
Okay.
Okay. Second RN, would you like to check this? No.
Yep.
So we have a concentration of 1 milligram. The lockout of 5 minutes. Continuous or basal is 0. The loading is 0. And the maximum in 1 hour is 12 milligrams. And the ratio is 1 milligram to 1 mil of morphine. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Here it's all the same. You agree?
Yes.
Got the right syringe, 50 mils. Okay, I'm just going to check the cannula site. Hey, how long have you had the cannula in for?
Just this morning.
It's the morning. Does it hurt anywhere while I'm pressing?
No.
No? There's no pus, there's no redness, and it looks clean. Okay. So the cannula looks clean, it looks good to use. It's within the date and time, and there's no pain, so it's good to use. I'll clean the site for 15 seconds. Okay, so we've done vital signs on you, a vital sign check, and everything checks out. You're within range for the medication. So I'll touch the PCA line. I'll just secure the line.
Yep.
I'll give you your education. Press start. Okay. Remove the key. Okay, Miriam. I just connected you to the PCA. It's morphine. So what that means, it's a pain medication. You press this button once it's green. Once it starts flashing, that means you're being administered the medication. After it stops flashing, you have 5 minutes to wait until you're able to self-administer the medication again. If you try pressing within that 5 minutes, nothing will happen. If you feel nauseous, sick, or anything, that's a common side effect. Also, shadow breathing is also. If you feel that that's uncomfortable or you don't like it, let me know, and we have other medication to give you to reverse that effect and check up on you. I'll be back in within 15 minutes to come and see if you're okay. And in the meantime, if you need me, you can press this buzzer. Thank you for your time today. Yep. Okay, second RN, I've just administered the morphine. I've taught her how to use it. I'll just sign up, put up the date. 17, 11, 30. Let's see, can I get your signature if you agree? Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up my area. That's it.